The next pattern that I will use in training is changes onto the counter canter, because it's easier to teach horses to wait and go straight if you change onto the counter canter. Horses want to change to the true lead. They don't like to change to the counter canter. Shelley, you want to show us a canter left on a quarter line? And you get nice straight canter, and she'll flex her horse ever so slightly right, do a right shoulder forward before she ever asks to change, and then she'll do a right flying change and hold the lead, and change rein across the arena, HXF. And it's a very calming pattern. It keeps horses from getting tense about the changes. It keeps the control of the counter canter, so the horse always has the counter canter to use as your control. It teaches horses to wait and be patient. And because all your flying changes are onto the counter lead, it makes them not like them quite so much, which sounds funny, but you really don't want your horses to like the changes so much that they do them without you asking. So it teaches them to wait. And another flying change to the counter lead. And hold the lead. And then repeat the change of rein. And I just do a lot of that. Your horse isn't ready to progress the tempi changes till the changes are straight, till he's clean, till he does it to stride after, and until he always lands in exactly the same rhythm as the canter he starts with. In other words, if you do a flying change and your horse ends up faster or slower, you're not ready to start tempi changes. The way we start tempi changes is Todd on the next quarter line, do a flying change of the counter lead and just hold the counter lead. And he just holds the counter lead. And just hold it all the way around the short side. And you can go all the way to the short side, it's fine. And then maybe, and when you go to the short side, go all the way to the rail. And then on this quarter line, do 2 flying changes. No, not close together, just 2. Perfect. And then counter lead. And just hold the lead. And change rein. And that simple pattern, you start 2. And when the horse is relaxed and obedient and straight and on the bit and in the same rhythm, then you can start more. Because horses can get pretty hot. And when your horse starts getting tense on the flying change, don't do another one. Hold the lead. Anytime you feel them rushing, getting tense, hold the lead. Don't punish them. Don't yank them. Don't make them tenser. Just hold the lead and do a lot of counter canter. And then he can move up to 3. So next quarter line, do 3 flying changes. And sometimes you hold the counter canter, sometimes you hold the true canter. Now this horse still, at this stage, is not yet ready to show third level. He's not yet ready for third. This is stuff you should be doing while your horse is showing second level, still. Then when the changes are about this good, where you can do 3 single changes or so on the long side and keep your horse straight and relaxed, then now go on to hold the counter lead, Todd, and go on the rail. Now you can start working your third level test pattern, which is a flying change on the rail. And when you're ready, a flying change on the rail. And this is much harder. It's much harder to do it there. 4th level test 2 starts our flying changes every 4th stride. And here you have to start counting. So Shelley, if you could stand alongside there and just show us 4s. And you'll see her aid. 1, 2, 3, aid, 1, 2, 3, aid, 1, 2, 3, aid, and hold the lead. And you can see the kind of control Shelley has. And you can see her wonderful quiet leg aids, and you can see the very slight change of her weight. And now Shelley do 3s, and 4s and 3s are almost easier. They like odd numbers for some reason. I'm not sure it's the horse or the rider, but you can see her aid. Exactly 1 stride ahead, very quiet. And you notice she never throws her horse off balance with her upper body. Very stable with her upper body and very excellent half halts. And very lovely, expressive, fluid changes. Thank you, Shelley. You get the walk. 2s, it's a little trickier because it's you change, he change, you change, he change, you change, he change. So it comes quicker. And if your horse is crooked or he gets hard on a rein or you throw your weight around, it's easier to make a mistake. Okay? So Todd, want to do 2s for us? But you can still see on every change, do them across the diagonal, Todd, you can still see the inside-outside. When he's on the right lead, he's sitting to the right, both hands to the right. When he's on the left lead, he's sitting to the left, both hands to the left. The whole concept of inside-outside is what keeps the horse straight on the changes. These are wonderful, expressive, ground-covering changes, totally free of tension. When you start teaching ones, you teach ones by starting with 1-1. So, Shelley, you want to do that? And you start just with 1-1. And you reward the horse for 1-1. And that is a 1-1. And you usually start from the true and go to the counter. Don't show off. You don't start with them on corners. We just start with them on the quarter line. No, show again. I know. No, we appreciate you showing off, but just show them the simple way. Just a 1-1. That's all. Yeah, just 1-1. Whoop, no. What, yeah, once again, 1-1. Just like you did. Perfect. That's how you start. Now, when you continue with ones, change range, Shelley. 3 is the difficult number. For some reason, 3 is hard to get. And so the way you teach 3 is usually to change rein and do 3 way down by M, and that brings the tree lead over. Okay, right, it's hard to get you to wait. 1, okay. Shelley, what I want you to do, canter left, change rein, and right before F, do 3 1s. And that, if you're trying to put the third change over, this brings the shoulders over and gives you the third change. Don't change yet. Just by F, do 3 1s, and then just canter on. Teaching him to wait is good practice. 2, 3, and the shoulder, and you do it, actually you should do it even a little more into the corner. And once you have 3, you're home free. Okay, shall I change rein and do 15? And in the intermediate 2, they do 9. Isn't that fabulous?